All hail Hypno Toad! He is almighty and ever-knowing. He knows what your next commander deck is. And he wants to know why it's not him. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gitrog Enchanters. As far as everybody hand goes, yeah, we've got Forest, Polluted Delta, Swiftfoot Boots, Boar Umbra, excuse me. Sorry, Boar. Didn't mean to do that. We got some Xenagos action. Yeah, this should be pretty fun over here. Let's get our command zone all set up. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. Let's get down Polluted Delta, and then, yeah, we'll go and pass the turn. So we're playing the Gitrog monster, Mr. Gitrog Enchantress. He has Death Touch at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice Gitrog unless you sacrifice a land. Then you may play additional land, and then whenever one or more cards are put in your graveyard from anywhere, you may draw a card. Let's go and crack this Polluted Delta. Let's grab a black source. Let's grab a Overgrown Tomb. That way we don't have to shock it in later. All right. Ooh, Misty. I may save that for Gitrog if we go like land, and we can save it to draw another card. So let's go ahead and go forward. Let's get down these Swiftfoot Boots. And then we're going to go and pass turn. Playing against Xenagos, God of Revels, so he is indestructible. As long as your devotion is less than 7, turns into a creature. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is that creature's power. So, yeah. And playing against Xenos I hadn't played against Xenagos as a commander in a long time, so it should be a nice little, ooh, ho, 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 Predatory Urge. Where's that Druid's Call when we need it? Okay, let's go ahead and let's get the forest down, and we're still just straight up, got a bunch of ores in our hands, so we're going to go and pass the turn. But yes, if you're new to the deck, welcome to some Gitrog Enchanters. So basically what happens is Gitrog eats a land at the beginning of our turn every single time. So when you're eating swamps, you're eating forests, that's not going to have the best effect on your health, I would assume. So we end up making this like this Gitrog that gets really big and see as much... Trying to see how many enchantments we can put on it, so it's always fun playing this. I love playing Gitrog Enchantress. Bajuka Bog, okay. Let's go ahead and go. Let's get down the Bajuka Bog, exile our opponent's graveyard. I hate doing that, man. Sorry, buddy. Even though it's 2 cards, man, I never feel good putting down a Bajuka Bog. It's just one of those, man. I'm a graveyard person at heart, and, you know, graveyard hate exists for a reason. But it's one of those... I don't know, man. You gotta play it sometimes. You gotta do it, but especially when you got a lands matter deck like this, or heavy land themes where you can regenerate it with Life from the Loam. But yeah, man, free the graveyards. I keep them free, man. I think the one that makes me the worst, I get not frustrated with, the one that I just I truly have the most distaste for. That should be the correct wording. Is rest in peace. That is just, man, I cannot stand rest in peace. And scavenging ooze too. Scavenging ooze, man. If they just left the face of the earth, I would be a-okay with that. All right, so we've got Sylvan Scrying. We can search for a land, put it down. We can go for some Ancient Tomb action. I think we may end up going for that because I want to save that Misty so we can crack it and draw another card. So let's go and fire the Sylvan Scrying off. We could get down Misty, get down Gitrog, but we're not going to have enough mana to get down Swiftfoot Boots. So at least next turn we can go Gitrog, get down the Boots, put it on there, and then have the Misty to play and crack it to draw another card. So let's go and grab Ancient Tomb off of that. Let's go and make the Ancient Land, not Ancient Land, Ancient Tomb play for the turn, and then there's nothing else we need to do. Yeah, we'll go and pass the turn. Alright, so let's go and break down what we got going on as far as Gitrog Enchantress action. Yeah, man. Playing this deck, it's one of those decks where I wish commander damage didn't exist. Like, you know, commander damage serves a purpose. It's there in the game just to, you know, kind of make sure games don't go on forever. But, especially when I'm playing Gitrog, man, I just wish it didn't exist. I was just like, hey, I look at that 40 point life total, I'm just like, let's see how big we can get this Gitrog over here. Okay, so we're looking at getting down Gitrog Monster next turn. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more forest to make, and then we have the Misty land drop to make. We're going to use one of those lands to equip Swiftfoot Boots on there. Now, if we do rip another land, we'll be able to make that second land drop and maybe get into, let's see, our enchantments right now. We got Nature's Way. I mean, not enchantments right now. We've got... Nature's Way is not an enchantment, is what I'm trying to say. We got Predatory Urge, we've got Fallen Ideal, and we've got Boar Umbra. So what we're probably going to do is, if we can get Boar Umbra on there, it's going to give it a nice pump effect, and at the same time, it's going to have that Totem Armor, which gives them that nice little protection. So, and then, you know, we also got Predatory Urge to kind of start blasting some of these little Satyr tokens over there. Alright, so opponent's going to go ahead and pass turn. Let's see if we rip a land. We don't. Okay, so let's go and get down Gitrog. Looking at, we might draw a land off cracking that one. So looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap that last. There we go. Okay, so we got Gitrog coming in. Let's get down the Misty. Let's go and crack that. so we can grab that Bayou. We're going to be able to draw a card off Gitrog too. So we'll get that card drop and running. Ooh, Vampiric Tutor. That's pretty good. And let's go and grab that Bayou. Let's go ahead and let's get these Swiftfoot Boots on Gitrog. Alright, that does stick. So we can swing in right now for 6. Take out Xenagos, which I think that's exactly what we want to do. And then we also have Vampiric Tutor. We're gonna swing at Xenagos, get him down. That's gonna serve a good purpose in getting Devotion away from Xenagos. And we're gonna re-rack right now, but I've got a game plan, guys. Bear with me. So we've got Vampiric Tutor. We've got Predatory Urge in our hand. I think we might search up for a little Druid's Call. Put Druid's Call on there. Get a little Predatory Urge on there. Start blasting these Satyr tokens. Get a bunch of Squirrel tokens. Oh, yeah. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, so we're definitely going to fire this Vampiric Tutor off. That's like truly, when I sit down to play Gitrog Enchantress, the one thing that I'm looking for is Predatory Urge and Druid's Call, just to get a bunch of squirrels. I don't know what it is about squirrels. It's the same thing as bears in Commander or Magic in general. I love them. They're a lot of fun to play. Now, our opponent is tapping for a lot of mana. Okay, Green Warden. Enters the battlefield and you return target card from your graveyard to your hand. When it dies, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so we got the Green Warden coming in hot. Not coming in hot. Well, it will be coming in hot. You're going to bring back Xenagos. Okay. It's going to get +4. Yeah, so what we can do is we can go Vampiric Tutor. We're gonna kind of take a big little hit right here because we're looking at 10, 12 coming across. That's going to put us down to 18. We do have we can put the enchantments on there though. Oh, it didn't swing him with Satyr. Okay. Oh, dang it. I meant to do that. We'll still go. I think we have enough mana to do that. I meant to do it at the end of our turn. Sorry about that, guys. I thought Satyr was swinging in. It kind of messed up me counting it or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we should be able to have enough for the. Yeah, we'll have enough for Druid's Call. Let's find Druid's Call. Where are you? Starts with D. There we go. Druid's Call. Okay, that's going to go on top. We're going to sacrifice a land. We're going to draw a card. If we can get through there right now. Okay, so that card's on top. We're waiting on our opponent. We have the Gitrog trigger on the stack right there. Yeah, I meant to fire that off because I think we're going to sack a land, and we'd had just enough earlier. So, yeah, we'll go and sack this Bayou. Okay, so we're going to draw a card, draw that Druid's Call. Dark Depths enters the battlefield. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have just enough to get it down. So let's go and get the Dark Depths down. Let's get Druid's Call on Gitrog. And then let's get some Predatory Urge action. And what we can do is we can sequence it to where the Xenagos trigger's on the stack. It's going to get that bonus from it. And, well, we're going to lose Gitrog. So we'll probably do it in response to that trigger, make sure you target him, because that 5 damage is going to be dealt to Gitrog. And it's a 6/6, so we get Druid's Call getting stuck on there, and then we'll have Predatory Urge coming in. Then we've got combo right there. Synergy. Squirrel Synergy. That's what it's called. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, if that resolves, then we'll get it on there. I can't imagine what our opponent would have at 1 mana to kind of blast Gitrog through a hexproof, but it's on the stack right now, so we'll kind of wait it out. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go and get down Predatory Urge. We're going to choose Gitrog, so we're looking at green, Bojuka Bog, and 2 on Ancient Tomb. Alright, we've got the combo assembled, and we've got hexproof. This is Magic Christmas Land right here. This is why I love playing Commander, man. This is, we can fight. I mean, we can get as many squirrel tokens as we want. So we're just going to hold off right now. We're going to hold off. We're going to wait until that Xenagos trigger goes on the stack. Then we're going to target whatever creature it does or doesn't target, and we'll have a bunch of squirrel tokens. Worldly Tutor. Search your library for a creature card, reveal that card, put it on top, see what he reveals, and see if we don't want to just fire this Predatory Urge off to get a few squirrels. So I'm going to close these force out. Might be able to get something to close the game out, but to me, I have already won this game because we have Predatory Urge and got the squirrels coming in. Bane of Progress. When it enters the battlefield, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Put a +1 counter on it for each permanent destroyed this way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait for our opponent to cast that, and then blast the Green Warden, and then we can still re-rack with some nice enchantments next turn with the Boar Umbra and the Moldervine Cloak. And we also have Nature's Way to, if we want to get into spots where we can generate a bunch of mana. Okay, so it's coming in. Hey, get out of here, Dill. Okay, so let's go and fire the Gitrog. Let's choose the Green Warden, excuse me. Green, I don't even know where we're getting Greenwald from. Alright, so we're going to get those get little squirrel tokens. And they're going to be able to bring something back. I would assume probably that worldly tutor over there. Yep, okay. So we're going to get 5 squirrel tokens. Oh, yeah, there we go. And the Gitrog's still going to stick around next turn. We're going to lose Swiftfoot Boots and Druid's Call and Predatory Urge, but at least we've got the squirrels up and running, so I'm a happy camper on that one. And then next turn we've got Boar Umbra, Moldervine Cloak. I'm probably going to go for Boar Umbra because they're going to have Totem Armor, and so we can at least stop some of the... they don't gain Trample. That's correct. Target creature gains haste and gets plus X. Okay, so we're going to go for the... we can at least go for the Moldervine Cloak. I mean, the Boar Umbra to give Gitrog that Totem Armor, and we can chump block for a turn. But we still have a bunch of squirrels to chump block with, too, so... Alright, not swinging in. There we go, I like that. And we'll go... excuse me, sorry, my voice is a little raspy. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this forest over here. I think that sounds pretty good. Or we could go for Dark Depths. If we get into, like, yeah, I think we may go Dark Depths. It's not a mana-producing land, and we don't have, anyway, Cursed Flesh. Okay, Verdant Catacombs. Okay, so let's go and get the Catacombs down. Let's go and crack this. We're going to be able to draw a card, traverse, and we do have Active Delirium. And then we get to put it in our hand. So let's go ahead, and we're okay on... Actually, we need another black, so we're okay on green, so we're just going to grab another black source. So it's kind of re-racked. So we've got Cursed Flesh. It's going to have Fear, so we can swing in. Boar Umbra is going to give it +3/+3. Moldervine Cloak. We can give Gitrog Flying with Fallen Ordeal. Or we can go Nature's Way, destroy the Bane of Progress over there. And then Gitrog's still going to be able to stick around for the turn. I think we maybe want to do that. So let's go Nature's Way. And let's choose the Bane of Progress, because Gitrog's going to be a 6. And anything we need for black? No. We're going to go and do that. Let's go ahead and get that up and running. So we're going to take care of them. Gitrog's going to be a 6/6. We can't swing in because that Satyr could chump block and get rid of Gitrog, so we're just going to hold on to it. And then I think what we may do is we could traverse off this Overgrown Tomb, and then Boar Umbra with this Ancient Tomb that'll push us down to 13. We're getting a little low on life, but our opponent's playing a little funny. They're not being that aggressive, so it makes me think like they don't have that strong of a hand. So I think I'm going to go and pay that life. So let's go Boar Umbra on Gitrog. Yeah, green, and then 1/2. So we had 9/9, and then actually, I don't know. I thought it was. Well, does that? Okay, I thought it was dealing. I don't know why I didn't deal that damage over there. Okay, well we're gonna go swing in. It's 9/9. Trample Vigilance. Why not? Coming in hot. And then we'll fire off this Traverse, and I think what we may go for, since we have 3 enchantments in the hand, kind of like little draw pieces, what we're probably going to go for is a, excuse me, probably going to go for one of our Enchantress pieces, either Eidolon of Blood, no, Grothian Enchantress, that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so we're going to grab that, and then we'll save the Cursed Flesh, the Cloak, and the Fallen or Ideal to kind of start drawing a bunch of cards. There we go. Let's get her down. She goes in the hand. We can get her down next turn pretty cheap. And then have some good fun from there. Alright. Got the Worldly Tutor getting fired off again. See what they draw. Now, we are sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our opponent does have 8 mana. So basically with this Worldly Tutor, it's turning any of their like closing out spells or their gas creatures into what they were put in the deck for to be gas. So a little worried with this Worldly Tutor getting fired up, but we'll see what they search up. As far as devotion goes, yeah, they're only sitting at 2 devotion, so they've got to get 5 devotion somehow to even turn on Xenagos. And the good thing about Xenagos is we have 5 squirrel duplicant. Alright, man. Let's going to get rid of Gitrog. Actually, I'm going to mute the mic 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that, muting the mic. So my group of friends, there's about 6 couples, and about 3 or 4 of us, or maybe about 5 of us, actually all have birthdays in January, and so we had a real big birthday bash last night. And I'm recording today. Kind of stayed up a little late, feeling a little groggy, but hey, we got some Commander to play, so here we are. Okay, so we got Xenagos coming in for 4/6. If they swing in, we might go and chump block because we are at 13. Okay, not swinging in. Let's go ahead and get the forest down. Let's get Gitrog back up. So Gitrog's going to cost 7. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we can't get down the Enchantress. But I think we're going to need to go for Gitrog. That's what we're going to need to do. We need to get this set up. So, and I think we can do it without activating the Ancient Tomb. So look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to have to get that up and running. And we still have the Cursed Flesh to put on there. Okay, so we're going to take 2 on that off that Ancient Tomb. Get down Gitrog. Yeah, we could put down Cursed Flesh, but I'm just going to hold off until we get down the Grothian Enchantress, and then we'll be in a good spot. So next turn, we've got the, if Gitrog sticks around, we've got the Gitrog trigger, sacrificing land. We're going to sacrifice a forest. That's going to go to the graveyard. We're going to draw a card. We're going to get down the Grothian Enchantress. So it's going to be 1, 2. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll at least have 5 mana to kind of play around with. And that's just enough to go for a Cursed Flesh and like a Moldervine Cloak. Or we can put Fallen Ordeal on there and get Gitrog flying, because we are at 9 commander damage. And if you do watch my videos, very recently with the newest Magic update, just to kind of keep y'all posted, is that they've started to put the commander damage up in the top left over there. So swinging in for 4, yeah, hey, Squirrel tokens. Let's go and Chump block right there. Thank you, Squirrels. I certainly appreciate that. And I love that these are foil squirrels too, man. Heck yeah. But yeah, so if you want to know the commander damage, just check on the top left corner on the icon, or check on my corner if our opponent has ever dealt combat damage to us through their commander. But yeah, win or lose on this one, you know, we're in a good spot to get some card draw up and running. That's usually kind of where we can run away with Gitrog. But win or lose, we got the squirrel tokens out, man. They're out and proud and supporting us, so that's always good. But yeah, last night, yeah, so we had a nice little birthday bash and had some good time, and I got some of those Philip Hue lights, those Praetor's Council. Return all cards from your graveyard to your hand. You have no max hand size for the rest of the game. Let's go ahead and snip that real quick. Okay, so it's going to go back to the hand. Uh-oh, a little behind the scenes right there. Okay, it's just OBS, it's nothing crazy. Alright, so in our opponent's hand, we got Terramorphic Expanse, Secure Tri-Builder, Wooded Foothills, and Bane of Progress, and Worldly Tutor. So the only thing we need to watch out for is our opponent's going to be able to fire that Worldly Tutor off again, and then maybe get into some type of trample damage. That's kind of what they need to do to kind of close this one out. So we get the Secure Tri-Builder getting fired off. Let's go and cross that one off. And then our opponent did play the Wooded Foothills. So let's boom, and Secure Tri-Builder, boom. Okay. But we're in a good spot. We can get some nice little Enchantress pieces up. Yeah, we'll go and sacrifice the land. Let's go and sacrifice the forest. We're going to draw a card. Dying Wish. Okay. Drown Yard Tipple. So let's get down the Grothian Enchantress. We're looking at green and then black. And we might be able to close it out now. Just kind of depends. Alright, so let's go ahead and go. Let's get on the Drown Yard Temple. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go. Fallen Ideal on Gitrog. I'll give it flying. We're going to draw a card. Because the magic number is 21. You know, I was talking about commander damage, but when you get a little hairy like this, we're getting to turn 10. You know, it's nice to have commander damage. I may change my tune on that one. If we close it out with commander damage right here, that's good. It's just, I say that in that sometimes when you play the deck, you get off to a very oh, our opponent scoops. That is a bummer right there. Let's, just in case the thing closes, I'm going to go and post this because this was a really fun video. Let's go and get a new little snip just in case the screen goes away. Alright, so let's kind of run down what we had going on. So we had Fallen Ideal. Gitrog's going to get +2. Sacrifice creature gets +2/+1. And so we're looking at, he's going to get, Gitrog's a 6/6, so we're looking at 2, 4, 6. That's 14 coming across. Yeah, that would have been enough to get down. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so we had Fallen Ideal. Yeah, sorry, some of these enchantments I don't know. I forget them because I'll play Gitrog maybe 3-4 weeks at a time in between, and so losing track on some of this stuff. Yeah, so we have the Fallen Ideal on Gitrog. Sacrifice a creature. This creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It's going to be 14 coming across, which would be 23 commander damage. Plus, we're drawing a card from the Enchantress and Moldervine Cloak. So, yeah, props to our opponent for sticking this one out. I always love playing against Xenagos. So, alright, guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.